everybody. It is another episode of the No Sauce Podcast with McNuggets and No Sauce down there on the bottom. So,
Hold on, am I No Sauce?
that's what I'm
You're
calling
No
it.
Sauce. I'm
Well,
Nuggets.
no, because it's
I'm Nuggets 'cause
McNuggets
it's
and No
small.
Sauce, right? Like you're No Sauce, even though
You're
you
both.
a lot of sauce.
You're both, dude.
I am both. You're right. It's all
Yeah.
about me.
I'm surprised you moved the cameras around. I mean, normally you like to be the big spoon on the screen. So
Well, I decided that
things
this
up.
is better for like Instagram and YouTube and stuff, and I can expand it out when I go to post. So
Got
we're
it.
going to do it this way. We're going to try it this way. This is a lot easier than having to do it in iMovie. So this is what we're doing.
We can do a little TikTok too. Is that?
I don't do TikTok, so you can start that if you want with the No Sauce McNuggets, whatever, and put it on your TikTok, whatnot. Let me tell you about TikTok with this guy.
Let's hear it.
We went to Bear Lake last summer, last fall, not this past fall, but the fall before. Me, him, and our buddy Robert. On the trip up there, he and Robert, even on the trip back, oh, look at this TikTok. Oh, look at this TikTok. Oh, even when we're sitting in the cabin chilling. Oh, look at this TikTok. Look at this TikTok. Like, get off of it. Leave it alone.
Hey,
it's fun once in a while, but not the whole dang trip.
Oh, hey, what about this sports bet? Hey, what about this sports bet? Dude, it goes both ways, buddy.
I wasn't that bad. I was not as bad as
you were
two over
still
TikTok.
that bad.
No, negative Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I still remember. Oh, John, you're going down to Vegas. Hey, as soon as you cross the border, let me know. So
Yeah,
for you. Dude, it's just that itch you can't scratch, buddy.
It's hard not to. It makes sports a little bit more interesting. Leave me alone.
I know.
Leave me alone. Anyways,
how's past week? Couple weeks been, bud?
It's been good. We haven't done this in a few weeks. I'm sorry, guys. We really need to not drop the ball on this anymore.
Well, it didn't help. All of last week, I was out for business in, I would say, sunshiny Florida, but it wasn't. It rained on us.
It was probably just as cold in Orlando as it was in South Texas last weekend. Like, it was freezing in South Texas. Not gonna lie.
30-something degrees on Saturday when my wife and I went to go to Universal Studios. It was horrible. Yeah,
I was a little disappointed in the weather when I went to McAllen and Edinburgh this weekend, and and now they get warm weather this week when I'm gone. So go figure. Yeah. No, things been good. Life's good. It's good. Almost February already. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it is. It's a bit insane. It's a bit insane.
We got the AFC and NFC championship games this week. Like, holy cow.
Yeah, I honestly cannot picture where the whole season went. I mean, the past 22 weeks, something like that, somewhere in there, just flew by. And yeah, I mean, my team's certainly out of it. Seahawks, rest in peace, Pete Carroll. Don't know what we're gonna do there, but my boy is a Chiefs fan. Go figure. There wasn't a bandwagon he didn't like to jump on, so he's riding the Patrick Mahomes train, and everybody in America is happy for Kelsey and Miss Swift. So,
I'm disappointed in the Packers couldn't pull it off against 49ers. Jordan Love. I had him in a lot of my fantasy teams this year, and
I looked forward to that. I was excited. I had some good momentum, and then
could you imagine the Packers and Lions in the NFC Championship game? Like
that? Yeah, I mean,
that would have been sick.
And now it's just like So, do you believe in like the Super Bowl logo conspiracies?
Maybe. Why? What am I missing here?
So every logo for the past however many years has had the colors of the teams that ended up making it to the Super Bowl.
Ah, that's interesting.
So this year it's purple and red, and so they're thinking, oh, Ravens and 49ers. Yeah. And then last year it was green and red.
Oh,
for the Chiefs and Eagles, and so the logo is not something that they put out like once the teams are decided. No, it's been out for a while, and so people have thrown around different ideas and stuff. But yeah, here we go, Ravens, 49ers.
Nice. Sorry guys, my eyes are on fire. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's the light, but it's the only light I got because there's no other light in my office.
you should probably turn on a fan, ventilate some of that
I
some of
don't
that smell out
have.
of there.
You'll hear the fan. See, you can hear the fan in the background here.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Really good mic setup, bud.
Yeah, it is.
Really good
My big broad shoulders are blocking out the fan from the mic, so we're good. We're good. I was supposed to go to St. George this weekend and play softball, but Coop has now started junior jazz, so
Yeah.
I had to miss last Saturday, his first game ever. So I feel bad about that. So I'm not missing any more games. So no more weekend trips until we go to Vegas in March.
Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
You missed your boy's first game too.
I did, and I'm I guess the makeshift head coach.
Ooh, I can only imagine you as a coach of what is that?
These
third graders, second graders.
These second graders are as tall as I am, so showing them how to like post up. I don't feel so bad throwing a hip.
My Oompa Loompa friend has kids that are bigger than him. Go figure.
Well, yeah. To be honest, second graders, they're awesome. Like we had one little like meet and greet practice a couple weeks ago before I left, and that was it. But then this year they started doing practice 15 minutes right before the game, rather than an hour-long practice during the season. Which for second grade that wasn't the case until this year, and so I was excited, to kind of help coach, run real practices, do drills and stuff. Like as much as like second graders can actually understand and whatnot. But now it's 15 minutes ahead of the game. I don't know. I don't know how much the kids, are going to learn. Obviously they should have fun, but teaching them like spatial awareness on the court, because it's that like the seagulls from Finding Nemo. It's just like, let's all crowd around mine. And then like the kid in the corner's crying because he didn't get to touch the ball. Or the Steph Curry kid who's already made the past 5 baskets was forced to pass the ball. And now he's crying. And then the one kid accidentally gets bumped into. That's my kid. And he starts crying because it's just so mean.
That's funny.
I'm so excited. And so, yeah, I just wish we had like that practice during the week where we could practice some stuff, get them ready, but I guess crash course Saturdays. So
yeah, for sure.
Fun. But anywho,
good.
So I kind of throw this out, some fairly big announcements sports wise in the state of Utah. Some potentials, right? The last few days we've been seeing some articles about Major League Baseball potentially coming to the Salt Lake area, potentially out in Harriman. The other day I thought, it kind of made me feel sick to my stomach that I may actually kind of become an A's fan for a little bit. Like I'm just excited. I'm excited to have Major League Baseball here and 25 minutes away.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just excited. I'm excited for that potential. So,
nice.
Yeah.
I would probably buy season tickets to Major League Baseball team if it came to Salt Lake City.
But can you imagine like the difference? Or actually, will there really be a difference playing here in Salt Lake versus in Oakland? You're probably getting more fans out here than you are in Oakland, right?
That's true. Yeah.
It's what seating capacity is close to 9,000, like 8,500 or something.
What are we
for the new stadium?
Capacity.
Yeah, so seating capacity here in the new stadium in Harriman for the Bees is like 8,000, 9,000, something like that.
Okay.
That may be how many fans showed up to an A's game all like the last couple of years.
Yeah, I mean that's just the fault of one, the A's organization as a whole, and two, the city of Oakland just being tools with regard to the A's. So
true.
I mean, yeah, it's. I don't know. I think it'll be, if it happens, it's cool. I just don't know if it's going to happen. Like the draw to Las Vegas is hard to pass up, right? So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I know Ryan Smith's making a big push for NHL now too. So
I saw that. Yeah, the announcement earlier today saying the NHL has been in some deep discussions the last couple of years. They're pretty impressed with what they've seen. So I'd love to have more professional sports here. I mean, just this season alone, having season tickets to Jazz and getting to support them, and just I need more of that in my life, you know. And I'm not even a huge basketball fan, but like it's fun. It's fun to have something to cheer for. So
yeah. I just want to go see my Cubs. I don't know if I'll be able to this year. We're taking a road trip in the end of May. We decided last night we're taking Coop with us, so we don't have to put the stress of being away from him for 2 weeks on our parents or on ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And every city that we go to, whether it's Chicago or Cleveland or Pittsburgh or Philly or where else? Kansas City. Nobody's playing at home or nobody has a game on the day that we're in their town. It's awful.
I hate that.
I'm so mad about it, but it is what it is, and maybe that's someone's way of telling me, you're supposed to focus on your trip anyways and not focus on sports. But still hard.
I think that's the devil telling you that, Kyle. Sports is life.
Yeah, sports isn't life. It's I actually got chewed out today. I'm not gonna lie. I shouldn't say chewed out. I got a phone call. So there was a game. Utah Valley is supposed to play at Seattle U on Friday. They're still playing the game, and it was supposed to be on ESPNU.
Okay.
Well, it came out today that it will not be on ESPNU because ESPN, the ESPNU is backing out of it. And I haven't given a specific reason. There's been, from both sides, they've given me their reasons or what they've learned or whatnot. And it's been quite the interesting afternoon. Let's just put it that way. And I tweeted something out about how, it wasn't on Seattle U. They're not to blame, but the Red Hawk Center is just not fit to handle an ESPN linear network broadcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got a call from someone at Seattle U that, well, that's just wrong. And, did someone tell you that? Did you get that confirmed by somebody? I've been talking to a bunch of different people, and I told them, I was like, well, that's kind of what it feels like. Like, what else would it be that they just pull out? Do you know the reason for it specifically? Like, can you tell me? And they couldn't tell me, or they knew, but they couldn't tell me. It wasn't. They said it wasn't their place to tell me. And anyways, so they were pretty upset. Like talking to other people who have talked to the people at Seattle U, they got an earful about my tweets as well. And it's like I didn't say anything negative. Like I didn't paint a picture that was bad about them. Like nothing. I just pointed out kind of a fact, like it was funny. It's just so it's gonna be on ESPN Plus instead of being on ESPNU. And the problem is they were supposed to play on Saturday night, but ESPNU didn't have a spot for it on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
And so they moved it to Friday. And originally it was going to be at Climate Pledge Arena on Saturday night. And so now it's not going to be because the Kraken play Thursday night. Apparently they can't get the floor ready by Friday night. I don't understand that.
So got to move back to Saturday then?
Nope, it's on Friday still on ESPN Plus. Standalone game in the WAC. So,
okay.
Well, kind of tedious, but it's like sports are such a touchy subject these days. Like I love it. It's great. It's fantastic. But it's becoming really touchy because if you say something that is perceived as negative about something,
it's just immediately
right. Like you're put on an oven basically and held over the coals until you change your thought or your narrative or your perspective or whatever. So
yeah, that only happens
everything. So
I was gonna say that only happens in sports, Kyle.
Yeah.
Only happens in sports. That's if we won't ever get into politics. Yeah, no.
Speaking of sports, if any of you want tickets or go through or get tickets to concerts or sporting events or anything else, On your first purchase on SeatGeek, on the SeatGeek app, use Whack Hoops Nation, get $20 off your first purchase of an order of $50 or more. So make sure you use that code.
Kyle, how do you spell Whack Hoops Nation?
Whack, WACHOOPS Nation, NATION, all one word.
And you're saying that I can get discounts on tickets for my first purchase on SeatGeek?
Only on your first purchase on SeatGeek. You cannot
amazing.
Use it over and over and over again, just on your first purchase.
That's awesome. Hey, SeatGeek.
SeatGeek.
Buy your tickets.
Get it.
Get it now.
So how was Orlando, buddy? Was it warm? Was it cold? Did you have some fun in Never Neverland?
Yeah. So obviously we had fun. Dude, I could monopolize the time talking about.
Let's not monopolize the time. We've gone for 15 minutes. We're going to keep this under 30 minutes tonight.
We will. No, so it's a lot of fun. Obviously, last week was pretty much mostly business meetings and stuff, which it's I felt like I was in school the whole time. Right, like
you felt like you were in school. You need to elaborate on that one.
Well, I was back in college and just like sitting in lectures the whole time. And I mean, it's been 3 years since my company has done like an in-person sales kickoff event, and so it was great seeing everybody, and there was some good content that was shared, things that my team and the rest of our organization could really benefit, from doing and following and whatnot. We were certainly able to celebrate some of those key big wins and whatnot, but the most of the rest of it, it was just, people standing on stage talking to us. There wasn't any Q&A feedback, that kind of stuff that I missed from past ones. So it was also a little bit shorter than I'm used to, but all in all, it was great. I, flew out Monday last week. Tuesday, got to spend the morning. Actually, the good portion of the early afternoon out on the golf course with a couple of my peers. We talked shop a little bit while we played, and it was really good. Luckily, it didn't rain on us till the 17th hole, which then it just, instead of lightly sprinkling, it just decided to just unleash the fire hose on us. So we got soaked. But it was good. It was great. It was at one of the Disney golf courses. So I got to play on the most magical place on turf. So that was fun. Then into meetings for 3 days, but then the weekend came and my wife had flown out. We left our 4 kids here with the in-laws. And so big shout out to them. Thank you guys for watching our kids, taking care of them. And I know they enjoyed themselves. But the wife and I got to spend 3 days, park hopping from Universal and Disney, and, spending money that we probably don't have, which like that. Okay. So I overheard this conversation on one of the transit bus things we took the other day. And it's so true that like you try to budget for these types of trips, right?
Yep.
You budget for what the hotel is, food, you try to do all that kind of stuff. But then you're in the parks and it's like, I'm getting a little hungry. Let's go buy a snack. Oh, you know what? Hey, that's really, you go into the shops. That's really cool. My kid would love that. So you buy that. And part of it is due to like, I feel guilty that I'm there and they're not there. If they were here with me, I'd probably be like, no, I just dropped some serious coin to get you into the park. You're not getting that t-shirt or that sweatshirt or that toy or that brand new set of Minnie Mouse ears or whatever. But because they weren't there, I was just like, I'm going to get it. Going to get it for them. They're going to love it. The biggest one was the set of Cinderella ears for my daughter Rory. And we had seen them one of the first nights, I think like Friday night, at one of the shops at Disney Springs, which is like the shopping food center for, any of those that don't know the area. And it's just all shopping, food. There's some live entertainment, that kind of stuff. And saw these one set of ears I'd heard on a TikTok that had come out and were very difficult to get a hold of. And so I was like, oh, we walked by the shop to go to dinner. And I was like, okay, we'll stop back in there on the way. And ate dinner, walked away, and passed the store. And I was like, oh, we'll just get them another time. We'll check the other stores or in the parks. Anyways, after a couple days, we couldn't find them anywhere. Every single park shop we went into, nowhere to be found. So the last day, we kind of split up our day from Magic Kingdom and then moved over to Hollywood Studios. I was bounded and determined to get these ears because of the guilt that I felt as a father for not bringing my daughter. And we literally took 4 buses to get these things because Disney, in their infinite wisdom, decided not to make a shuttle from the parks to this shopping restaurant area, Disney Springs. So we had to take a shuttle from there to a hotel, and then another shuttle from a hotel to the shopping place, and then a shuttle back to our hotel to then jump on another shuttle because the Skyliner was broken down to go to the park. So we had freaking 4 buses to get to different parks, all because of a set of $25, $35 ears. So there you go. I'm either a great father for doing that or a horrible father because I didn't take my kid. But she got to see them yesterday, and her eyes lit up, and it made it all worthwhile. So,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
I do plan on putting out. I've decided I need to kind of just put myself out there a little bit more and do some like side videos, maybe a TikTok account. I know that pains you, or an Instagram account, whatever. But the whole time,
if it gets these podcast episodes out there more, then that's fine. I don't care.
It could. But so there's a ton of differences between the parks, obviously, right?
Sure.
But there's a number of like the same rides, and the experiences that you have are vastly different. And some for the good, some for the bad. And just for anybody who cares, the overall feeling that I got was a majority of the similar rides that you have at Disneyland and Disney World, the actual rides themselves are better in Disneyland. If anybody dislikes that, go ahead and comment. Go ahead, blow us up on Twitter. I don't care.
I haven't been to Disney World in a while, and I haven't been to Disneyland since like 2003, so I can't really comment on that yet.
But I will say this. The actual queues, like the waiting in line areas, far superior in Disney World. Just like they've made some of them more interactive, like Big Thunder Mountain, for instance. The ride, better in Disneyland, but the queue, much better in Disney World. Part of it, or actually most of the line, is under shelter. So like in those hot summer sun days, you're not getting sun drenched. There's even some interactive parts where like you can charge up a TNT thing and drop the lever, and there's some interactive stuff. It's pretty fun, right? But I found that similar to a bunch of other rides. But yeah, the rides themselves, little disappointing in comparison, but overall had a lot of fun. My wife and I think we walked a total of close to 35 miles in 3 days.
Look at you.
Yep. I feel skinnier.
Speaking of which, and the guys that are watching this, I know our friends are gonna laugh at me for this. It is January 24th, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So January 24th, 2025, I am setting a goal now to be down about 70 pounds.
Nice.
What am I at? I'm at like 330. So yeah, 70 pounds.
Okay. I like it.
So I got to get to work. I got to stop drinking this stuff. So
we'll
on that note. But yeah, man, it's getting to a point, where I want to have energy. I want to be able to, go do things. And, I walked from on Thursday morning when I was down in South Texas, I walked from my hotel over to the airport to get my rental car. It wasn't too far. It was like half a mile. And I mean, I did it pretty well. It was fine, but it's just, I want to have my breath back when I go upstairs. I want to be able to walk a little bit more. I want to not have to struggle to get in cars and so forth and so on, and I want to fit in the seatbelt on an airplane.
Yeah.
I do, but it's like
It's snug.
some airplanes, it's hard to put it together, without stretch. Anyways,
Yeah.
so 70 pounds, January 24th, 2025, 1 year
Gotta
from
love that.
today. So you make sure when we're in Vegas that I drink water and water
Mhm.
only. We don't go to the concession stand to get food. I mean, you can, but
No, I mean,
yeah.
here so if you recall, I did basically a month of, like, trying to cut out soda. Was I
Yeah.
perfect in it? No, but I think I may have had 3 sodas, and 2 of them were at basketball games, and the rest of it for pretty much a month was water, and I came to kinda come to the conclusion that, yeah, like, I really don't need it, um, but, like, like, it was much more satisfying with water,
Yeah.
and, like, like, today's the day back from vacation, so it's pretty much a hellacious day going through emails and stuff and whatnot. So yes, I've got a soda as well, um, but like like on our trip, I probably had you know 2 to 3 bottles of water at least a day, even before lunchtime. During all
Well,
of our business
maybe that's
meetings.
another thing we're gonna do on our trip. We're gonna go hit that gym at the Orleans Arena too.
What
Yeah,
gym? Okay,
they
I
have a
no,
little
I'm
exercise
gonna
room
get
area.
skinny without exercising. Okay,
You're
all
such a
all of
you're such a softie.
no, I need to get. I just wish like we had like a gym nearby,
I do too. I was telling Heather this
and
yesterday. Like, that's the one thing Eagle Mountain needs right now is a Planet Fitness or
just
like an
something.
Anytime Fitness or a Vasa or something. Like,
Like, I
they
don't wanna
need
have
that
to
right now.
I don't wanna have to battle traffic 25 minutes to get down to Saratoga Springs because some idiot rolled their truck or,
Well, and
something
that Vasa
happened.
Fitness is already
And
crazy
and
busy anyways, and Anytime
it
Fitness is
is.
just too expensive. So
Yeah, like, where
and
they're
the Planet
building the new
Fitness is over in
Walmart.
American Fork or Pleasant Grove, and there's one in South Jordan. Like, they're too far away.
Mhm.
Like, give us one. Give us
Yeah.
one.
I mean, there's ample space here along Pony Express, um, Boulevard or whatever the heck they call it. Over, like, where the new Walmart they're building over by the Maverick on Corey Ride, that would be a great place to put
What
one.
Walmart?
Did you not know? So where the Maverick is, literally across the street on that corner, they're putting another Walmart.
No.
Yes. Yes,
No.
it's mhm. Yeah, you're gonna have 2 Walmarts within, like, 2 to 3 miles of each other. Yeah. Yeah. It
Where is it going?
'kay. So you up by me on
Yeah.
Corey Ride, you come
Yeah.
up the hill, and then you turn left at the Maverick to get to my house, right?
Right.
Literally across the street on the other side of Corey Ride, on the northwest corner or
Yeah.
whatever, that's
That
where
is
the
an awful
Walmart's
place
gonna
for a
go.
Walmart to go.
It is horrible because yeah, it's just horrible, and I think
Look, I
on
love living in Eagle Mountain. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. I like it out here. I like the house we got for the price we got.
mhm,
But they are terrible at infrastructure and building
horrible.
things and planning for growth and where they put stoplights and like the one when you're going on what is that, Ranches Boulevard or
Yeah,
Ranches whatever,
that stoplight that they
right
put
there
right down at the
before
bottom
the
of the curve.
Maverick. Yes, that is an
Yeah.
awful place for a light.
Yeah, because
Um,
it's blind,
well, and then you come
and
back here, and I don't know how it is in the ranches at night, but like you come back here in city center, the roads are
phew.
dark. You can't see anything.
Mhm. Yeah, the
It's
the roads
awful.
here, it's a lot better well lit at that intersection now, but it's like, what, maybe 100, 150 feet from the bigger intersection, and
Yeah,
it's
like it's
blind,
just
and then at nighttime, there's nobody there because the only reason that light is there is because of the school, and it's just, we've had 2 friends that have gotten in accidents right there, like, and it's only been
yeah.
up a month and a half, 2 months. It's ridiculous, and that's just those 2 people that we know. How many others have had that happen? So, and then with
Excuse
the
me.
slick conditions we've had, I don't know.
Yep,
It's not the greatest.
100%.
Yeah.
It's
I
really not. It's not a good spot at all.
well,
So,
and to your
yeah.
point, the infrastructure and stuff, like I lit so when we got back from the airport yesterday, I wanted to get home. I wanted to get everything unloaded, but we had to pick up our dog from the vet. And so we went and made sure because I didn't want to have to come home and then drive back down to the vet and then come back up during traffic to just pick up our dog. And so we like rearranged my whole car in order to like have things fit. And it's just like that's what the horrible infrastructure that we have has done is we have way too many people like 4 o'clock, like 3:30 to what 6 o'clock. Don't travel westbound on Corey Ride.
Yep.
Don't and don't travel southbound on Redwood Road. Like, it's gridlock, and
Yep.
it's insane that they haven't fixed or done something to, like, extend Mountain View
What
Corridor,
what
put
can
in
you
some sort
do?
of a belt loop.
Like, what can you do?
Well, that's the one thing they need to do is they need to put in some sort
They
of a
don't have the
belt loop.
space though. You have the problem with the National Guard base, Camp Williams, right?
Yeah,
And then you have the NSA building that's up there. Those kill, and then the property that Camp Williams has up and over the mountain, like you just can't do anything. That's what's keeping everything from expanding and making
yeah,
it easier to get into Eagle Mountain or to get into Saratoga Springs. That, and you have a big gully between Thanksgiving Point and Camp Williams that you can't put anything in anyways because of the Jordan River. So
yeah,
it's
that's true.
really that, and the Utah Lake bottles up everything. So
Yeah.
oh, it's a real
It
challenge.
it'd be nice for them to figure something out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I again, I'm not a civil engineer. I thought about becoming one years ago, but decided against that. And now I'm kind of wishing I would have because it's
Well, the thing
thank you
is, what they
those that
should
have
have done, at least to Bangor Highway or something, or when you get into Bluffdale, I guess you could say, or the road right there at Porter Rockwell. Uh,
yeah,
make it a highway from there all the way out Redwood Road, or at least to Saratoga Springs, like to Pony Express, Parkway. At least
yeah,
make it a highway that way with exits and everything else. But they've got so many lights.
way too many
It's
lights.
just a mess. And then the way that they did the 2100 North extension, or Mountain View corridor, as we call it,
Yeah,
and how they broke up SR 73 to curve it to connect to Pioneer Crossing instead of just keep going straight. Like some of the
yeah,
things that they've done out here with roads are awful.
yeah. Well, and it's like it it's crazy. We actually ran into some people on our trip that had family out here in Utah, and like, oh, where are you from? And I was like, Eagle Mountain, and even they know to ask, oh, the ranches or city center. And
Belmont
even they
City
were
Center.
making jokes about city center because we know as far as infrastructure, we're talking, like you and I joked about it, electricity, internet, all that kind of stuff. Out there, it's not stable because of everything that's going on, right? Let alone, road expansions and all that kind of stuff. Like, when's it going to end? Like they've got to put some time and effort into expanding roads now because there's still, I mean, what Eagle Mountain could probably double, triple its population in the next 5 to 10 years at the
Yep,
rate
there's
it's
still
going.
plenty of room out here to grow. So yeah.
And what I wish they would do is put a minimum on size lots. You know, like it needs to be at least a quarter of an acre, not an eighth of an acre that currently building them on, to where all the houses like are within 6, 7 feet of each other. Like it's ridiculous.
Yep.
We're adding all these people, all this stuff, and nothing for them. Like in my area, the ranches, yeah, we've got stable internet, but I've got one grocery store. It's like I either have to trek 15 minutes to Walmart, or 15 minutes to Costco, or what, another 15 minutes out to your neck of the woods to go to Macy's.
Yep.
And it's like that's not sustainable. I don't know. Eagle Mountain, I appreciate all the volunteers and everything. Can we bring in the A team and figure things out, please?
100%.
I'm not on it. I'm not the A team. It's easier to give feedback and stuff, but come on. Some of this is just
100%.
horrible.
We are on board together with that. Anyways, everybody, make sure you subscribe to the No Sauce podcast with Kyle and John on YouTube. And we're going to cut this one a little short. We went past 30 minutes. I'm a little disappointed. John talked too much. So we're going to cut it off.
You normally do most of the talking.
36 minutes.
36 minutes. I like it. Kyle, hey,
minutes. Remember to use White Coach Nation as the promo code on SeatGeek for your first order. So you get $20 off.
Good luck to your kids' basketball team this week. Hopefully they pull up a W. I'm pretty sure they all do, but
yeah, they don't keep score. There's no records. They don't keep score. So
take care, man.
Good times. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day, night, wherever you're listening to this at.